What's going on, Washington fans? Welcome to the JTFB YouTube channel. I am Josh Taylor. Welcome to all the new folks. It's been a busy, crazy day of training camp. Honestly, for everyone that said Twitter is dead, keep it to yourself because Washington fans, we're alive and well right now, especially with all the training camp, all the clips, all the hype coming out right now. But a lot of stuff to talk about. First off, like I said, over 200 new followers, 200,000 engagements on Twitter just today, just this morning. I just checked it. Just had a big interview, so I just wrapped that up. But I just looked at all these numbers like we are ready for football. Us Washington fans, we're excited about the sale and we're excited about the product on the field. I am stoked after watching practice today. So stick with me. I'm going to tell you some things we got coming up content-wise, things I saw that were really good at training camp, things that are worrying me at training camp. But just overall, it was such a good time to be back in Ashburn. I got up early this morning. Some of y'all know this. Obviously, this isn't my normal setup, by the way. I am at an undisclosed location here in Virginia, a.k.a. my little small town that has, like, no internet. I currently live in Austin, Texas, for those that don't know. So this isn't my current setup. So forgive me. The audio is not the best. The visuals are not there. I'm just in a little office right now, talking ball with y'all. But I'm excited, man. It's been such a long time just waiting for football, waiting to see some, actual practices, some content, not just talking about, the what ifs. Like, we are down to this is actually happening. This is what we're seeing on the field stuff. So I'm super excited about it. It was great seeing all the fans back. Obviously, Ashburn looks completely different than it has in the past. I've been at training camp every year since I was little. Like, even the early Richmond days, like I've been at training camp for a long time. Like, I pretty much grew up at training camp. Training camp raised me as a fan. Like, I remember, like, the RG3, the rookie year, like, training camps, like, just the craziness. Oh my gosh. And so it was great to be around this team again, especially, like I said, with all the sales stuff going on. The excitement for the team is there. So I was, intrigued, obviously, to see what the product on the field looks like. But man, just talking to the fans, seeing all the people, meeting new people that knew me off Twitter that I didn't really know yet, just meeting, like, just connecting with people. Like, that's what I love. So I'm also going to be doing some giveaways on the channel. Got something signed today. I'm probably going to give that away. Not going to say who yet, but I'm going to do a recap video today. I'll do one tomorrow. And then Saturday's practice, I'm probably going to wait till I get home on Sunday morning super early. It'll be like 9 a.m. Central Time. Jump right to just a reaction video recapping all of training camp on that Sunday. So hit that subscribe button. And as always, if you like what you see, hit that. Hit the like button as well and comment your thoughts on training camp for those that are here, those who aren't here. Like, what do you want me to watch for tomorrow? But first off, training camp, walked in, saw the stuff, the bleachers, the setup, everything looks amazing. All the food trucks, the store's bigger than it ever has been at training camp. So everything is done perfectly well right now. Then also, obviously, seeing all the players and stuff come in, talking to my guy, Jason Wright. Love Jason. So if you hate him, I'm sorry. I'm a huge Jason Wright fan. Love him as a person. So just talking to him for a little bit. And then Josh Harris comes up to me and he's like, hey, and I'm like, this guy's my hero. This guy just gave me my team back. So I was like, Josh, like, I mean, I should have asked him to, like, sign something. I had a big helmet with me now that I think about it. But I was like, Josh, let me get a picture with you, man. So for those who didn't or don't follow me on Twitter, shout out to Josh Harris. I was like, just two Joshes chilling, hanging out. Good time at training camp. So if you're not at training camp, come to training camp because you're missing out. But for those that can't make it, obviously not everyone can just fly from Texas to Ashburn, Virginia for 3 days of a practice. But I love this team and I love coming back home anytime I can. So I want to talk about it. I want to share these experiences with those that aren't here. Like I said, give stuff away to the people that can't make it and get these autographs. But so if there's anything you want me to see or anything you want me to watch for to share with y'all, please comment it. Like, Josh, I want you to watch this exact player. Tell me what he's doing. We can't really post, like, videos and stuff like that. They get on us about it every year and we get in trouble for it every year. And I'm doing a lot of stuff with Bleacher Report now. Covering the team. So I want to keep a good rapport with the team. I'm not trying to get kicked out of a training camp practice. So I'll be live streaming all 3 preseason games on the Bleacher Report app. So stay tuned. Got more stuff with that coming up. Just a lot of content, guys. Like this is the most, like, I'm all in right now. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid of this team right now. There's so much going on. I'm so excited about this channel, and I'm so excited about everything I got going on Twitter and on Bleacher Report. Like, the new owner, like, God, man, let's talk about some football. So practice today. I'm gonna tell you everything I liked, things that concern me. For those that know me, I'm the biggest Sam Howell fan to ever walk this earth. Like, I'm 100% sure of that. I love Sam Howell as a person, and I love him as a quarterback, as a football player, especially on my team. And this is all Washington bias aside. The OGs that know me, I loved Sam Howell. I went to North Carolina Virginia Tech game because I wanted to see Sam Howell play. Like, I went to North Carolina games just to see Sam Howell play because I loved that team. Even with Bieniemy Brown, I mean, they had so many ballers on that team, except for his last year. But like, I've been a diehard Sam Howell guy. I went to the Senior Bowl, covered him there more than I covered any other player. I've watched more tapes on Sam Howell than I have any other college football player ever in the history of me scouting. And I hung out around him as much as possible, talked to his quarterback coach, talked to him, talked to his family. Like, I feel like I'm like an adopted son in the family. I am a Sam Howell fan. He's such a good guy. He's not the flashy, and people want to talk about like, oh, like this player has aura, like, you know, the flashy, not even just quarterbacks, but the flashy players, like the social media people, the ones that stream, the ones that are out there doing like commercials and stuff, like Sauce Gardner and like these guys. Like, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, so be it. If I was in the NFL, I would have a brand. I would be showing my face everywhere. I'd be on commercials. I'd be doing everything. But Sam, that's not Sam. Like, he's just a quiet, like, he's the guy that you played baseball with, and you know his whole family. You saw him at church every Sunday in your little small country town. Like, that's Sam Howell. He's such a cool guy. And last year with Wentz and Heineke, I was at OTAs, I was at training camp, and of course Sam Howell was like QB3. Sam Howell was the best looking quarterback at camp last year with Wentz and Heineke as 1 and 2. Sam Howell is still the guy that was like, oh man, did you see that throw by Howell? Like, Wentz never had a day like this. Like, into today's Sam Howell, not once did Heineke or Wentz ever have a day this good. Ever. And I know it's the first day. I know it's just training camp. But I'm telling you guys, I've watched that Cowboys game to end the season an ungodly amount of time. Every time I'm running the treadmill at home, which it might not look like it's a lot, I think it's a pretty good amount of times, I put that game on because it just gets me so hype, and I hate running the treadmill. I'm like, I need football on to get through this workout. I've watched that game, I'm not kidding, probably 35 to 40 times if I had to put money on it. Sam Howell looked good that game. Did he have some rough moments? Yes. Did he overcome those and have even better moments like that throw to Terry or these tight window throws or leading Jahan Dotson, who has a crazy release package to where he just looks amazing? And Sam Howell's breaking tackles, even though these fantasy football people say he's not a mobile running quarterback or have a legit threat with his feet. I call BS. Sam Howell is good on his feet. And of course, you're not going to really see much of that in training camp, but we saw that in the game. We saw that in the preseason last year. So the practice translated to the field. So like, yes, I know this is just training camp. But I remember what I saw at training camp last year. And I also remember what I saw in live game action throughout his whole career in North Carolina, but then also preseason and then that final game of the season last year. But Sam Howell had a phenomenal day. The only time he had bad moments was when the D-line was all over him. And oh my God, the D-line looked so good today. Oh my God, the D-line looked good today. I'll talk about that too. I'll talk about the O-line too. But Sam Howell, like, and I said it today on Twitter and it blew up. Sam Howell was flawless today. Some people are like, yeah, Sam Howell looked pretty good today. No, his throws has velocity. It has the zip, but he leads his throws so much. And that's what I love about this team. Because when you look at this wide receiver core, what they're good at, the run after the catch ability, you know, the not only just, you know, catching it in traffic, the sure hands of these wide receivers, guys like Jahan Dotson and Terry and Bieniemy, they get open, but also if you were going to throw them open, they're really good after the catch. Really good after the catch. Jahan's probably the best after the catch. And Terry's like right there, though. Terry's really good after the catch. You just don't know it because he's never had a really good quarterback. But he leads his wide receivers. He anticipates stuff, but his velocity is so good. It helps with these tight window throws. He had a couple tight window throws today. I might throw a clip or two at the end of this video. I might get in trouble for it, but I don't care. I might throw a couple little clips at the end of this video just showing you videos that I took on my phone at training camp. Just a couple things. Because I can't tweet it out. Because, like I said, I get in trouble. But he made some really good throws. And these tight window throws are what really impressed the heck out of me. He had one, I want to say it was Brian Robinson, who looked really good today, too, catching the ball. It was like up the middle, like a little vertical route, which kind of surprised the heck out of me because that's not B-Rob. Like someone that's an Alabama fan, that's not what B-Rob does. B-Rob's never done that. He never did it at Alabama, and he didn't do it in his rookie season. So I really want to see what Eric Bieniemy's cooking up with him. But Sam Howell looked good. So I could talk about Sam forever, but I'm not because I want to. So I will say this is what I'm looking for the next 2 days, Friday and Saturday. I'm looking for consistency. I'm looking for if he messes up, what does he do afterwards? So yeah, I'm not gonna just sit here and say like Sam Howell's a top 5 quarterback in the league, but I'm just saying, guys, this team could be good. I'm not only drinking the Kool-Aid of Sam Howell, but I'm stirring that thing up. I'm adding some extra sugar too. I'm like, let's get it going, guys. Like I'm chugging that Gatorade. I'm all in on Sam Howell this year. I don't care. And I'll talk about the D-line next. Chase Young looks good. And I'll admit that I've been someone that's been hard on Chase Young last year and just overall in general. Like, yes, I know how great his career started. There's a couple things I didn't like about Chase's game, and I can already tell a difference. I posted a short clip, a zoom in of a clip, not a whole clip, a zoom in of Chase Young, and it was him on Leno, and I get it. People are like, oh, what about Leno? Leno, I know he's not the best tackle in the league, but still, I was looking at Chase, his technique, his burst off the line is back. That brace is gone. The Stone Cold Steve Austin brace is what Rio called it. That thing killed me because that's exactly what it looked like. That burst is back though. But the thing I noticed is he's not doing all this in front of the tackle, this stutter step, this hezzy. He is one move, foot in the dirt. He's hitting with his hands. He's knocking hands down, whether it's a club, a rip, a swim, anything like that. Like he has, I keep hitting my face with this mic. I'm all over the place. I need to sit still. But I saw some new things out of Chase. I saw some counters. Like he is able to get on the, he's not just running outside and he's out of the play. Like that's what I saw a lot out of Chase Young before was going to the outside. I'm gonna use my power. Oh, I just got washed out of the play. And then the quarterback steps up, finds someone wide open, or he runs, whatever. So I saw the first day some good things out of Chase. John Allen looked amazing. The whole defensive line looked really good. They were getting through. There was one drive where Sam was struggling to get rid of the ball quick because that line was right in his face. But there was still some times where he rolled out. Like I said, he's good with his feet. And he made some completions. That one where Chase is in his face, it was a completion to Cole Turner across the middle. Led him. Once again, really good placement, really good touch. Didn't zip it, didn't float it like Heineke, didn't do none of that. It was a good pass. So D-line looked good. Chase looks fresh. He looks rejuvenated. I look rejuvenated because of the new owner. So me and Chase, we're on the same page right now. I'm a little hot and sweaty because I was at camp all morning. But I feel good, man. I feel good about this team. I will say my one concern is the offensive line. I think that left guard spot's going to be bad. I also just really want this offensive line as a whole to be better. Maybe it's PTSD. Maybe it's just because we didn't do too much. Like we moved Cosme inside. We got Wiley. And Gates. Gates looked pretty good. Gates has really good effort. I do really like Gates. I think Gates is going to be a big sleeper addition. I still want him at left guard and Stromberg at center. So Stromberg, if you can get ready, bud, I would love that. But Nick Gates, there's plays where like AG had like a run. He's running up the sideline by himself. Then you see Nick Gates coming out of nowhere, like just sprinting, like full effort. I'm like, that must be some EB talk because there's no one else around. You see Antonio Gibson like 20 yards past everyone. Then here comes Nick Gates behind him, like making sure no one else like comes in and tackles him late or something. I love those kind of things. Eric Bieniemy, by the way, is the truth. He is legit. His presence, his I'll say how vocal he is, how he coaches, his coaching style is perfect. I love it. I don't want to ever hear a negative thing about that bald-headed man. I love Eric Bieniemy. The fans absolutely love EB too. I heard I tweeted out that someone had a false start and he was like, "Get off my field." I don't know who it was. It was a backup. It was a backup left guard. I don't know if it was second string or third string. I don't want to call anybody out. So y'all roasted him saying we need to cut him. But he was like, get off my field. And I was like, yo, EB does not play around. If someone didn't hustle, he was like, get out of the huddle. Get out of the huddle right now. Get off the field. Like he does not like wasted time. He does not like wasted movement. He wants everything done with a purpose. And I absolutely love that out of EB. EB's Eric Bieniemy, by the way, for those who don't know, new offensive coordinator. Sorry, not everyone knows the lingo. What else? DBs look good. Defense looks legit. And like I said, like people saying like, oh, well, if Sam Howell looks good and the wide receivers look good, that means the DBs look bad. It doesn't, though. There was a lot of times where Forbes was right there. Quan Martin was right there. Like as the new guys, when you got Curl, Reeves was on the field a good bit today. I mean, there was times where the coverage was good, but I'm telling you guys, Sam Howell had that touch and those tight window throws, and he leads his wide receivers. That's why he didn't throw any interceptions yesterday. I don't think he threw any today. I don't think so. But I know they had like 4 yesterday, 3 from and 1 Jacoby Brissett, because the secondary was balling yesterday. But the secondary looks good. I'm not worried about the defense at all. J-Man was with the second team because he's still getting ramped up. You know, he's been out with that injury. He's going to be with the ones probably. If it's not by like Saturday, I think by the week after that, he'll be back with the ones. It'll probably be like him and Cody Barton running the ones. Cleek will go back to the 2s. But, yeah, I mean, I'm not worried about defense. Like, honestly, my only real concern with this team is the offensive line. I think defensive line's good. I think linebacker core will be good. I don't think it'll be like Fred Warner, Dre Greenlaw type like the 49ers have. But I think it's going to be good for like how the defense is built. I think, you know, our defense finished like top 5 in the year last year. I think it's the top 3 defense in the league. If it's not like 2, like, I still think 49ers, because it's just a juggernaut of a defense they have over there. And it is like a bunch of like well-known names, but there's also like some like, you know, under the radar guys that just ball out. I think Washington's the same way. Like not everyone knows the Cam Curl, the Derek Forrest. I think a lot of people sleep on Kendall Fuller. I think Kendall Fuller had a good season last year. So I think this defense is scary. And that's what teams and media people and other fans need to realize. This defense is so good. You don't need like a Patrick Mahomes to win games. Yes, that would be great. I'm not asking like that or any kind of expectation like that with Sam Howell. I just want Sam to be him. And I think that's more than enough to win games and make the playoffs. Like, I'm telling y'all right now, like, I'm willing to bet money that we make the playoffs. If everyone stays healthy, if everything goes like I think it could, I think this team makes the playoffs this year. And I know people are like, oh my God, this guy's talking like this after one training camp. No, I thought last year was a playoff team, but we are handicapped so much at quarterback for so long. This defense, it's so hard to watch because the defense is so good. The wide receiver corps is so good. But the quarterback situation has never been fixed. I think Sam Howell is at least the answer for this season. I'm not saying he's franchise future quarterback. I hope he is. I hope we win 10 games this year, go to the playoffs. I don't care if we get knocked out the first round. I'm still taking that. I think this team can be much better than people expect. And, you know, say what you want, but the players feel better about the new ownership, and it shows. They're rejuvenated. They look good. They're happy about it. The fans obviously are too, but it affects the players as well. So I guess that's my day one recap. Sam Howell looks good. Chase Young looks fresh. The defense overall looks amazing. Offensive line's worrying me. And it has for a while. I didn't think we did enough. So I think tomorrow I'm going to just strictly watch the offensive line more. And I guess y'all can tell me what else you want me to watch for the next 2 days. Obviously, I'm going to watch Sam as much as possible. Sam's a must. But like honestly, that's another reason why I do these videos, because I just go back and rewatch stuff. Sorry, I got some stuff on Twitter. But yeah, guys, I mean, I think it was a really good first day. I didn't walk away. I remember practice in the past, especially last year. I'm just like, oh my God, man. This offense. Oh yeah, I'm gonna say one more thing. Eric Bieniemy. He did some crazy plays and like in schemes and like different, like there's one play where Sam Howell took the snap and Terry McLaurin did like a jet sweep kind of move, And then he loudered it back to Logan Thomas, who was lined up on the outside. Logan Thomas comes, catches it, looks down, throws it, and Cole Turner's wide open. He had like a 9 route. He was lined up on the seam on this side at tight end, goes straight up. So I mean, it's 2 tight end personnel, but Logan's on the left side, same thing, lined up out wide. It wasn't in line or anything. Terry McLaurin comes around this jet sweep, allows it back to Logan Thomas. Logan's like a 40-yard bomb down to Cole Turner, who was, obviously open, up the seam. Like, those are the kind of things that excite me. We didn't really see anything crazy out of Scott Turner. Maybe at practice every now and then. We never saw something in the game. We never saw them do the ring around the rosy thing that they did at Kansas City. Like, I think Eric Bieniemy is going to bring some really good, fresh stuff to this offense, and I'm excited to see it. We saw some more Antonio Gibson receiving stuff. We saw some more Curtis Samuel running in the backfield stuff. And like I said, with B-Rob, he caught a lot more today. Like, they want to utilize their running backs to be able to do everything. Pass, protect, run, but then also being able to catch the ball. Look what he did with Jerick McKinnon last year. 9 receiving touchdowns, second most on the team for any wide receiver, tight end, running back, whatever, for Jerick McKinnon, who was the running back at the Chiefs last year. That's what I think he's going to do with Gibson this year, and he's going to be looking for Curtis Samuel a lot as well. So appreciate y'all watching this video. Hopefully it's not too long. Like I said, I might throw some clips in at the very end here in a second. I'm going to edit this out and put it up on the channel. So hit that subscribe button. To all the new people, welcome. It's going to be a crazy year. Looking forward to everything, the good, the bad, the ugly, whatever, the highs, the lows. But I got a lot of stuff cooking up. So follow me on Twitter if you haven't already. Like I said, I'm going to do some giveaways. I got that mini helmet signed today by somebody. I'm not going to tell you who yet. Looks really good, though. I did it in a gold Sharpie, so it looks really good. That was my mistake last year. I did a black one. It looked awful, so I'm just keeping those ones. But I'm going to do some giveaways on Twitter and on YouTube. So if you don't have Twitter and you're just watching here on YouTube, like, cool, stick around, subscribe. I'll probably announce those on the Sunday show when I just talk about training camp overall. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all. Hit that subscribe button. I'll see y'all next time, a.k.a. tomorrow, because we got camp bright and early, which is better early, by the way. These like 12, 1 o'clock practices were not it in the past. So yeah, appreciate y'all. Peace.
So much pre-snap. Got him. Ooh. Oh my God. Oh! Oh! That boy got him. The 7th.
Oh, I like this play.
Oh no.